Alright, we're sat with Bleed again, back for your third Hammerdown Festival now. You're here in 17 and last year in 22. What's some of your favourite memories over the years being with us?
Oof. The first year, was it 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in Burgess Hill, Christ,
Yeah, that was good actually,
Mark
because
that one.
the size of the stage was like amazing.
Yeah,
I think it was the first time that we played something that was that big, where we could like run around and stuff and have fun.
Nice.
The look on Luke's face last year when I started climbing up the speakers, that was definitely...
Oh mate, he was fuming mate, he was not happy with you at all.
No, bless him, so I need to find somewhere else for tonight, but we'll see.
But he wasn't as angry as he was with the 500, because they were before you, and what's his name, bassist, Andy? Is it Andy?
Yeah.
He climbed up on the stack and jumped off, you were only sitting there.
Just sitting, yeah.
He was more angry with him.
Just my soft little bum, it's fine,
yeah. So, as you played here last year, what are you going to do differently today? Is it a classic Bleed Again set that a lot of your fans will recognise? Are you changing things in and out? What are you doing? What are you doing in the set today that'll be different or similar to last year?
I mean, it's a very similar set, I think.
Song-wise, not order-wise, but there's different intros, outros, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we've grown in terms of the live set, I suppose. Yeah, production, everything else. So, got our light setup as we usually have, but then the transitions between the songs and everything. With it also being obviously Jordan's last show with us.
Yeah.
There's a bit more emotion, I think. Involved.
Yeah.
But buzzing for it.
Nice. Definitely. Jordan's actually played more Hammerdown shows as an individual.
Yes.
He's a bit of a. Can we swear on this or not?
You can.
Bleep it out. He's a bit of a band whore.
Or
he was. Back in the day, I think at one point.
Is that a swear word?
Well, we want to say whore.
Not.
YouTube might not like.
I'm not going to say it as made for kids.
No, I think like
realistically, if you can't say it in like an HR meeting, it's probably not right.
He was at one point. He was in about 5 bands at one point.
Really, that's crazy. So I was going. You can be Jordan for today for my next question. No, we'll have to skip on. The
same, you do the voice.
You've got to do the voice.
Have you got a voice for him?
Have we got a voice for Jordan?
Jordan, this is your last show with Bleed Again, and you've also played with Derelict Dream. You know, what are some of your favourite memories over the years?
Yo. No.
That's a Malta reference.
That's a Malta reference. No, I mean, speaking for Jordan, the guy's an absolute fucking powerhouse, man. He's such a good musician. He's such a good drummer, and he's such a good guy as well. He's genuinely one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet. He's
super sound.
He's there when you need him. He's there when you want him. He'd do anything for anyone. He's one of the kindest guys I've ever known. So to lose him from the band is genuinely heart-wrenchingly gutting. It is. Yeah. He's a big part of what we've managed to achieve over the last 18 months. There isn't really words. It's a bit of a kick to the nuts, and we're going to have to do very, very well to get someone to fill the size 22 shoes.
Because he's so good. When we were writing the last album, we knew his ability. So a lot of the demos and stuff, we were making the drums, or Sam and Simon were making drum parts for demos, and he'd listen to them and change them and whatever. But we knew we could extend the music and make the music that much better and more technical or faster, especially from a drumming perspective. With no disrespect to Russ at all, they're just different drummers, and Russ really hit hard, and Jordan's got the pace and everything. So he completely changed the dynamic of the band.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately,
I see that with vocals, by the way. So
means that we've now got to try and find someone that can play those bits. And they're not the hardest bits in the world, compared to Meshuggah and that sort of thing. But when you're talking about a band our size and trying to find someone that's willing to invest the time and everything into it, it's going to be a tough find.
Realistically, as much as it's they're not the hardest drum parts in the world, quite hard. There's a difference between finding a drummer who's able to play those parts and is also able to then invest the time and the commitment to joining a band where we are, where I suppose we are kind of on that cusp of now touring and doing a lot of shows very often, and a lot of the time you find a good drummer they're in 3 bands already.
So true. Yeah, they always are. Drummers are. I think they're all pause a little bit, and they.
The vocals to a penny, but I mean, you know, we've got 2 of them, so yeah. So
you are so lucky.
Jesus
Christ!
So my favourite Bleed Again song, personally, I've mentioned this to you before, is Prevail. I wanted to know a little bit more about the meaning and the depth behind the song. It's quite an empowering song. I really like it, and I wanted to know if that's going to be in the set tonight as well.
Yeah, it's in the set tonight.
Excellent.
100%.
Where's that come from?
You wrote the lyrics on that, didn't you?
Yeah, the most part, not the chorus.
Did I do the chorus?
You knocked the chorus out of the park, yeah, but...
It's a great chorus, dude.
Literally, the name of the song, In Prevail, is just about getting through something generally. Not too specific. I think that one actually came from a really specific place.
That was one of Simon's instrumentally, and it was very fast-paced, very aggressive, and I think it did. That was one of the first ones on the album, I'm pretty sure, and it was very instantly like.
If I remember rightly,
when
he
sent
it over,
Survive, I think, was first.
Survive was first,
yeah,
but then Prevail
was very soon
and
afterwards.
I think when we got the first demo, it was a really, really old school Bleed Again thing that Simon sent over,
nice.
And then I believe working with Sam kind of changed things up a little bit.
I'm very chorus based. I'm very like song focused, chorus based, and very like I need something that, especially a lot of them are me singing on it.
Yeah, it's because you're a bit, mate.
Huh?
No, nothing. Carry on.
That's all now. I'll hear it later. I'll come find you. But I am very chorus based. So it's very much like, is what's instrumentally there on the chorus section what I can write vocals over.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't really. It was a while ago now though, but I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think if I changed anything, it wasn't much. It was very much. I think Simon a lot of the time will send me something and go, "Can you write a chorus on that vocally?" And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, Simon."
Nice.
Like you've smashed it, Simon.
Yeah, well, and the whole message from that whole last album, to be fair, listening to it lyrically, you know, it's aggressive, it's fast-paced musically, but it's every single song is a kind of a message of hope.
Yeah,
a message of unity
that
we kind of you could bring it to life. It doesn't have to be specific, you know. We're not singing, you know, we're not Taylor Swift singing about a specific wanker that she's just broken up with. We're a band that are in a community of people who we know are struggling, we know feel like they're outsiders, we know have been through shit. You know, us losing a really good friend Olav this year and things like that. You know, weirdly enough for me, the songs these guys have written, and I will blow smoke at your ass now, but the lyrics they put to it have helped me to kind of understand that, you know, you can push on, you can keep going, you don't have to be alone, you don't have to suffer, you lift your head up and keep going, and that is what that, you know, as a band when we started, I don't know if you subconsciously did it, but
no, it's always been the message.
We just lost John, we just lost Russ, we had to kind of start again with Sam and Jordan, and that was basically it. It was like, well, we could just throw the towel in. We could just give up. Yeah. That's it. But we didn't. We kept going, and I think that came through in what these guys did in the lyrically. Reverse that one. It didn't the first time I said it. And that's kind of the message we want to give. Is, you know, it's not about us as individuals. It's about us as a community, and that kind of, you know, it sounds bullshit, but it's not. These people and everyone who comes to see us come together for a reason.
Well, I want to ask you about that because you guys do have one of the most loyal followers on the bill. A bit like Lost Asylum, you've got people that just follow you everywhere, that just at all of your shows. What do you put that down to? Why are people so glued to Bleed Again? Is it just because they've been with you for years? Because not all of them have. So what do you put it down to?
I'll leave that to you.
You have to ask them, mate. To be honest, but
a big
answer in the comments, please.
A big factor of it is having a venue like Bar 42 that used to be down on the seafront.
Yeah.
So we've been gigging for a while, and we were a different name back then. But when Bar 42 came out, I can still picture the first time we ever played there. Like straight away, we walked in, set everything up. Mark, the owner, came down. He had to have a decibel meter. If you went over that, he would turn all the electricity off.
I remember that, by the way.
And Russ hit his snare and it turned the electricity off in the entire place. So we had to put his hoodie on the snare for us to play. It was on the floor, there was no furry wall, there was nothing. But the point is, from that point there, locally in Worthing, obviously Brighton's close, but in Worthing there was nowhere that would regularly have alternative type music. And a lot of the people that aren't in bands wanting to come down and see bands, they started flocking to that place. And we were one of the very first metal bands to play there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it stems from there, and we never would have done our first UK tour in 2015 if we hadn't have played Bar 42 at that time about 7-8 times a year.
Yeah,
Pick
wow.
any slot he'd ever
Yeah.
give us, just a gig. They gave us that opportunity to do that and grow a small fan base. So whenever we play locally, that's why those core people come down. But not necessarily just because it's us. Because they found a place where they could go at Bar 42 and meet like-minded people as a community,
I think.
and come down. And so, there's a bunch of people here that are here to see us today, but they're also here because you're putting on a festival in this town. It's not because necessarily we're playing here today, or like the Stephen Akira that are big here played yesterday, or other bands like that. It's because there's a hard rock metal festival in their town.
Yeah.
That's why there's people here, not necessarily for specific bands.
And actually, quickly on that, I think I speak for everyone when I say, like, fucking, you've done a fucking amazing job with, especially last year at the venue, and then this year as well, like, it's in Worthing especially, with Bar 42 and the timing of everything, and even without the timing of it, like, Hammerdown is fucking amazing, man. And I know I speak for so many people when I say, like, thank you for creating this event. And I'm going to make you emotional.
No, it's really important. It's really important, and it's really important, really special. I know, obviously, you and me have a relationship with other things with the festival, talking about the filming and photos and whatever. So we talk quite a lot. But just being outside and hearing people talking, and the general vibe of the whole thing is amazing. I know you've had a big step up for future plans and everything, and
but they'll follow.
They're just going to follow, and they're just going to tell their mates.
I hope so.
They were here first.
I mean, how can you? I mean, it's Concorde. It's been released now, hasn't it? That's the. How can you know, man? This event, Concorde.
It's going to be sick. Are we having you back?
If you
have us. We've played it twice before, and it's just like the nicest place.
What was the other time then? What was the other time?
King 810.
Oh, fucking King 810. Well, that's sick.
I've never played Concorde ever. And Bleed Again, I played there two, 3 times.
No, we can't make it next year, mate.
No, you never will.
Well, Sam can't.
Yeah, I'm being kicked out.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to your set tonight. Check out everything Bleed Against done. They've got many albums. Have a little listen. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.